Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video at the world of AI. In today's video, I'm going to be showcasing a new application which is called Webapp Factory. Now, this is a cutting edge tool that leverages open machine learning, and basically it utilizes different types of models to generate web applications automatically on their web front application. Now, with the increasing availability of code generation, as well as different types of models such as Wizard LLM, you're able to utilize these models to get and actually open up the possibilities for creating web apps through these text-based instruction models, which have been expanding significantly. So before we actually dive deeper into this application, let us actually take a look at some of the things that we're going to be covering in today's video. We're going to actually take a look at the demo of Webapp Factory, going to showcase you some of the cool things that you can actually do with this application, as well as taking a deeper look as to what are some of the models that are used and utilized to actually have this application function. We're also going to take a look at how you can actually install it locally on your desktop and talk a little bit more about the limitations as well as some of the things that you can do with this application. Now, before we actually get into the gist of this video, it'd mean the whole world to me guys if you guys can go give the world of AI on Twitter a follow if you guys haven't already. And guys, if you guys haven't already subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so, turn on the notification bell, like the video, and if you guys haven't seen any of my previous videos, it'd mean the whole world to me if you guys can do so. There's a lot of content and a lot of value that you will definitely benefit from, so definitely check this out if you guys haven't already. Now, there's one thing I want to really talk about, and that is the availability of different types of uploads this month. You can see before, if you were a subscriber of this channel before, you were seeing that there was daily uploads. You would see even like 4 videos a day. Now the thing is guys, the month of June had been really busy for me. I was basically absorbed every single hour of the day, and I didn't really get a chance to do something such as working on my YouTube channel. So I'm really sorry for not giving you guys the latest content and the latest AI news during this month. I know now that I'm a little bit more free, I'm gonna get a chance to start uploading daily again, so you're gonna start seeing more uploads this month, even getting back to the same momentum that I had before. I know I kind of got burnt out, and I also got really busy with a lot of things this month, but now that I'm a little bit more free, I'm gonna slowly get back into the same momentum that I was currently in the month of May as well as April. So don't be scared. I'm not gonna go away. I'm not gonna leave you guys right away. There's a lot of things left in the AI world and a lot of content left to help you guys actually progress in this field. So definitely stay tuned, subscribe, make sure you share this with your friends, because I am coming back and I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna give you guys the best content. So with that thought, let's get right into the video. Now, I'm gonna leave all the links in the description below, but before we actually get into the demo, I want to talk a little bit more about what Webapp Factory is. Now, the main concept behind Webapp Factory is to enable users to generate web content directly by providing a textual input. Basically, you provide a text input and you're able to get an output. In this example, you can see over here, it was able to create a game on the HTML front. Now, basically, this approach eliminates the need to actually use the manual coding efforts, and basically allows you to streamline and efficiently create web applications. Now, this tool operates by employing OpenML models that have been trained on a vast corpus of web development of code and patterns. And this is where Wizard LLM comes into play, and this is something that I'll talk about a little while later into this video. Now, these models can understand textual inputs that are provided by you as a user, and it translates it into an executable code that renders a functional web application through the textual input. Now, by using Webapp Factory, users can actually take advantage of the latest advancement in natural language processing and machine learning to create web applications without requiring in-depth programming knowledge. Now, this tool also acts as a bridge between the user's intentions, which have been expressed in text, through resulting of a web application. Now, the web-generated applications can range from simple informational websites to complex applications with interactive features and data processing capabilities. We can see that you can create things such as computing your own BMI, as well as computing different types of photos of savanna animals. Now, this tool streamlines the entire development process by automating code generation, which eliminates repetitive tasks and accelerating the turnaround time for web application creation. Now guys, another thing I wanted to talk about with this demo, we're able to see that Webapp Factory offers this live demo, and it basically allows you as a user to experience its actual capabilities of its framework. Now the demo provides a user-friendly interface, which we can see that is hosted on Hugging Face, and basically you can input your desired web app specifications through this text over here, and using natural language instructions, you're able to see that the tool can then process the input and apply it to the actual ML models of Wizard Coder 15 billion parameter. And what it then does is that it utilizes the tools to process the input, and then it generates the corresponding web application. And this is something that we'll later check out in the video as we go forward. Now, as we talked about, Wizard LLM is actually used as a core component of the operations of Webapp Factory, and basically it utilizes this LLM. Now, Wizard Coder LLM is a state-of-the-art machine learning model that has been trained on a vast amount of code and programming patterns. Now, this is actually one of the videos that I talked about this actual large language model, which I highly recommend that you check out. It talks a little bit more in depth as to what the actual LLM is about, and you'll get a better idea as to what you can actually do with this amazing fine-tuned LLM. So I highly recommend you check this out, as you'll get a better idea of what this actual LLM is about. Now, let me give you a little breakdown as to what this actual application does in terms of utilizing Webapp Factory with the corresponding model of Wizard Coder. Now, the tool takes the user's input, which we can see from this demo, and what it basically does is that it typically takes the textual description or the specification that is inputted into the web application, and then it feeds it through Wizard Coder LLM. Now, the model then processes the input and generates the corresponding code snippets, or completes the code segment based on the understanding of the user's intention. So guys, I actually did not create a video on Wizard Coder LLM, as it was actually released in June, and that was where I was actually extremely busy with a lot of different things, so I didn't get a chance to highlight this amazing large language model. However, I talked a little bit more about the components as well as the models that helped create Wizard Coder LLM, and that is Star Coder LLM as well as Wizard LLM. Now, through these two different types of large language models, they fused Wizard Coder LLM. So if you want to get a better idea as to how it was created, as well as getting a better understanding of this new large language model, definitely take a look at these two videos, and I'll leave the links in the description below so that you will get a better understanding as to how Wizard Coder LLM was created. Now, moving forward, the Wizard Coder LLM excels at understanding the user's instruction as well as translating them into executable code by leveraging the knowledge of programming languages, libraries, and best practices. It is able to generate code for various components of web applications, including HTML, markups, CSS styling, JavaScript functionality, as well as backend server logic. Now, by using and leveraging Wizard Coder LLM, Webapp Factory can automate the generated code that implements the desired features and functionalities described by the user's textual input. Now, this is greatly simplified through the process and development that eliminates the need for manual coding from scratch, and this is something that I'll showcase later on in the demo. Now, the model has been actually designed to handle a wide range of web applications as well as requirements, and it can adapt to different programming like basic frameworks, and it's able to do this by understanding common programming concepts as well as syntax, as well as allowing it to produce high quality code that aligns to industry standards. Now, Webapp Factory combines the power of Wizard Coder LLM with other specified ML models, which basically utilizes the tools to further enhance its capabilities. Now, these additional models assist in tasks such as data processing, user interface generation, as well as integrating external APIs or services. Now, Webapp Factory can leverage the capabilities of commercial APIs offered by cloud providers, and this is something that is quite beneficial in terms of generating different types of content with this application. And basically, it focuses on the options that are provided by Hugging Face. Now, Hugging Face currently offers two main APIs for language models: the free API inference, as well as the more advanced inference endpoints API. Now, the free inference API is designed to allow users to access small to medium-sized language models from the actual community, and this API is suitable for users who have relative modest requirements and want to utilize pre-trained models for the web app generation task. Now, on the other hand, there's the inference endpoint API, which is more of an endpoint of a more advanced and production ready option, and it's basically designed for users who require larger models or custom inference code. Now, this API is well suited for scenarios where more complex and resource intensive models are needed to generate web applications or handle specific use cases. Now, to interact with these APIs, developers can use Hugging Face inference API libraries, which are basically available on the npm, as well as providing more of a convenient inference for making APIs requests through Node.js environments. Now, one thing I wanted to note is that it's important to note the high performance models often basically demand significant memory resources, and this basically means that you need to basically have the requirements of 32 GB to basically around 64 GB. Or if you even have anything more than this, that would be well suited for this application or this API. Now, additionally, you also need to have hardware acceleration, which is often required to achieve optimal latency for processing requests, as well as benchmarking, which can provide insights in this regard. Now, there is also a noticeable trend in the industry, which basically moves towards models that are shrinking in size while still delivering relatively good results in specific tasks. Now, some of these smaller models can basically operate effectively with lower memory requirements such as 16 GB or even 8 GB. Now, by utilizing Hugging Face APIs, we're able to see that the associated libraries as well as Webapp Factory can basically benefit from these extensive collections of language models and access power of large-scale pre-trained models. Now, these APIs can offer flexibility in terms of its model selection, which allows developers to choose the appropriate model based on the specific requirements of the web app generation process. Now, in terms of installing, you'll need an application called Git. You'll also need to have Python installed, as well as Docker. It's fairly simple as to how you can install it. You just need to instalize the project by doing these 4 different types of commands. First, you need to git clone this whole repository, which you can do by going onto this basic folder over here, or this GitHub link. What you do is go onto blog, go to the code, copy the actual link for this blog, and once you have finished that, you can go on to your command prompt and start downloading the actual repository. Now, before you actually do that, I was actually copying the whole blog post that was uploaded on the GitHub repository, so you might not want to do that. You need to just copy this link over here to create your template for Node.js. Now, once you have that done, you need to go into this basic folder, cd the folder that you use, then you need to use the nvm use command, and once you have that installed, you can then start installing the repository onto your desktop. Now, what you want to do is then you can install the Hugging Face inference client, which is by copying this command, and then you can then further set up the different types of endpoints as well as the APIs that are used to install it locally. Now, this is quite complex, but all the command as well as the details to how you can install it is uploaded on the GitHub repository. Now, if you want to get more of a detailed response, you can also get this on the Hugging Face, and it basically tells you the same thing, but also shows you how you can build it and run it without Docker. You can build it and run it with Docker, and shows you the different types of scripts to actually install it onto your local desktop. Now, with that thought, let's actually get onto how you can actually use this application and some of the things that you can do with Webapp Factory. So basically, I just told it to create a simple snakes and ladder game, and it was actually able to generate my application over here. So I can click play. I think it's still generating it, so it's gonna take some time, but this is quite amazing as you're able to see that it was able to generate this amazing snakes and ladder game very simply. Now this is just a simple game. Now let me click play and see what we can actually do with this. It's quite like in certain cases it actually hallucinates, so you might need to generate it again, and you can do so by clicking generate over here, and it'll start to actually figure out some of the things as well as the requirements to create this. Now one thing you want to keep in mind, you can't tell it to create amazing like websites or applications that have a lot of specifications. This is something that is very minimalistic and something that will get you an output for basic needs. One thing you also want to know is that this is a 15 billion parameter LLM that it's utilizing. It's not fairly big, it's very small, so you're going to have a small context size as to what you can actually generate. So this is something that you want to keep in mind in terms of the limitations. Now we can see with this, it's not able to create or actually play the actual snakes and ladder game, as it's not functional. Like I'm clicking play right now, but I don't see anything, which is quite obvious because it doesn't represent the actual context size of this large language model, as it can't utilize some of the things as it's fairly small. So you need to give it simple commands. This is why it says some of the examples such as computing a BMI. So let's click this and see what you're able to do with this generation. So it looks like I was able to generate this BMI calculator. So you can like input your weight over here as well as the height. So I'm just putting a random, let's say I'm a midget. Oh, sorry. No. So we can see over here, it was actually able to create the BMI calculator. So let's say my weight is 500. Okay, now let's give it a reasonable one. 5. So your BMI is 2 underweight, which is quite like reasonable because of my weight 50. This is not my weight, guys, I'm just formulating some random answer, but you can see it's actually able to create such a simple application over here. Now you can even ask it things, photos of the savanna animals. Let's see what it's actually able to generate with this. So once it's able to do this, I'll be right back. So we can see right here, we're able to generate this picture of a cow. Now I don't know if there's cows in the savannah, but you're able to see there's sheep, deer, and it generates a web page of different types of animals in the savannah. Now let me give you one more example of a different type of web application that you can create. Let me try to think of something that is functional and it has some sort of use. So with that thought, let me get right back to you guys. One thing I want to know is that this version generates up to 1,150 tokens, so you might want to keep this in mind when you utilize this. Now, one thing I told it to do is that it creates a web app type form that can generate the use to gather people's information for an outing. Now we can see over here, it's actually able to create this as it utilizes the CSS framework to gather people's names, emails, and the message. Now, this is something that is very basic and a very basic idea to use this tiny application. So this is one of the use cases of what you can do with Webapp Factory. Now let's get to the last function of this video where I talk a little bit more about the conclusion. Now, in summary, Webapp Factory is an innovative solution that combines open ML models and web development expertise to enable the automatic generation of web applications. Now, this is an amazing application that you can actually run locally on your desktop, as well as the demo that you can actually access through Hugging Face. So I highly recommend that you check this out, guys, because this is something that can be quite innovative and something that can progress a lot of different types of tasks that are very hard or basically very annoying to actually create. So I highly recommend that you check this out. And with that thought, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, turn on the notification bell, like this video, and if you guys haven't followed this Twitter page, definitely do so if you guys haven't already. And if you guys haven't checked out any of my previous videos, definitely do so. I'll leave the link for StarCoder LLM video as well as the Wizard LLM video so you get a better idea as to what Wizard Coder is. So with that thought, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day, spread positivity, and I'll see you guys very shortly. Thank you so much. Peace out, fellas.